Alrighty, I don't know if we're on, but I'm pretty certain that we are. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 live stream, where today I'm joined by my friend Emish as we talk about Dragon Ball Super in its entirety. So, Emish, I really hope they can hear you in the chat. Say something if you can. Let me see if this is working.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be here. How's everyone doing?
All right. It looks like it's going well. What is going on, everybody? I see you all in the chat. Just let me know if you guys can hear Emish by any chance. So, Emish, if you can, just say a couple of words before, or just introduce yourself, I guess, so that way they can hear you.
Guys, what's going on? It's Emish. Some of you don't know me. I'm a good friend of Alex's, and yeah, we're here to just talk about the Omni, the good friend of the Omni Kings.
The good friend of the Omni King. All right, everybody. So I'm guessing that since you guys are all here, you guys are here because you want to talk about Dragon Ball Super episode 67. But today, me and Emish are going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super episode 67 through episode 71. So we're going to begin with the latest episode, in which case I want to bring up some things. I know a lot of you guys were kind of not ticked off on the idea that, you know, we have an alternate world with another mind, another Trunks and stuff. But I wanted to get like your feedback, all of you guys. I want to get your feedback on as to what you guys thought about the ending. Emish, you heard my opinion before we even started this. I thought it was the perfect ending for Trunks, given the fact that he's been through a lot, and this entire arc started off like so like dramatic and like suspenseful and whatnot, and now we have, you know, the events that have unfolded towards the very end. So I wanted to get your thoughts on how you felt about the episode, and like two Omni Kings, like what's going on with that? Like, what if one of them pisses the other off?
I know. Yeah, I know. My initial reaction, first of all, I was like, you know, I had a big WTF moment, right? I was like, wait, what the freak is going on here? I mean, it doesn't make sense for there to actually be two Omni Kings. Some people might say, well, it does, because there's two separate timelines, so everything has its own, has its own version of itself. Right. But at the same time, it kind of takes away from the essence of the Omni King being Omni, like being omnipresent, being the king of all, being, all-knowing, all-seeing, etc., etc. So,
right.
It's interesting. As far as that's the one side of it. The other side, people might say, well, it doesn't make sense in a sense where, because a specific Omni King gave Goku the button, so why should that, be allowed to summon any Omni King from any timeline? I feel like maybe
that irritated me.
There should have been a limitation on it, maybe.
And a couple of subscribers actually brought it up in my breakdowns and stuff. They were like, all right, well, that means that Zeno doesn't know everything, because when he first got there, he was like, who are you, and where am I, and what is this? And
I think it's lazy writing. I think it's really lazy writing. I mean, he just popped in there. He doesn't. Basically, he's saying, "Oh, I don't know that all my gods of destruction are completely
he's just
dead."
like, where is everybody? Like, where's Beerus? Like, what the fuck? But like, what I really liked is how he told Goku. He was like, because Goku's like, he told Goku, he's like, did you do this? And he was like, no, it was that guy. And then once Goku said like, yeah, so I think you should, erase him. And instantly he just fucking. But you know what's funny? It's like Zeno does Hakai, and Goku's like, get to the chopper. Like, they just got the. I swear to God, that was exactly what happened. Fucking Zeno, like, he lifted up his arms and he was like, destroy, and Goku's like, get to the chopper, get to the fucking chopper. Like, they were out of there, bro. They were fucking out of there. So it was really funny to see like how Goku panicked, because like we knew right from the get-go like Omni King was gonna fuck shit up. And it was kind of a thing to where I was just like, oh man, I don't want to see it go down this way. But what did you think about Zamasu being erased like that? Like, it's not just him, but like the entire fucking universe was like gone.
Well, here, I think I initially thought that maybe just that I thought he was just gonna destroy Zamasu, like rid Zamasu and then leave the Earth the way it is. Maybe potentially, then maybe the following episode could have been like, the wish could have been used to help Trunks' timeline, perhaps, if there's no limitation on that, right? But I don't know. I didn't expect any of it, and I actually went into that episode not expecting anything, and I think that's why I wasn't as mad this time around, like what they did to Vegito in 66, or how they ended it. You know, Trunks knows the Spirit Sword bomb and all this other stuff that's coming out of the blue.
Okay, I'm noticing something in the chat, since a lot of people are bringing it up. All right, so let's just get this out the way now. Let's talk about Gohan. Everyone's like, yo, Gohan's training, Gohan's this, Gohan's that. Guys, let us not jump to conclusions. We don't know if he was just simply flying here as quick as he can to get to Trunks to say goodbye. We don't know what's going on. However, yes, his hair is different. His hair is more like the version that we saw in Dragon Ball Z with Ultimate Gohan hair. Does that really mean anything? No, it doesn't mean anything at all. However, I think that there's something unique here that we need to point out is the fact that he was with Piccolo, and Piccolo wasn't there either. And the last time we saw Gohan and Piccolo together was when they were training in preparation for the tournament until Gohan said no. So could he have been training? I mean, yeah, he could have, even though I really doubt that he was. But what do you think about this?
Well, here's the thing. I think it's good to assume, right? It's good to assume that he might make a comeback. However, it's bad to assume that his comeback will be something huge, like something primary, like he'll have a primary role as to what might happen. I think if Dragon Ball Super hasn't taught us anything by now, look at the expectations we have for Vegito, right? And look what ended up happening to him. So if the same thing were to happen to Gohan, I feel like everybody would riot.
Let me know if you guys can hear Emish in the chat, guys. Just type a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear him. If you guys can't hear him, type a 2 in the chat, and I'll try my best to correct. So, as you were saying?
Yeah, I think it's good. Like I said, it's good to assume that he might come back. And it's just, in Dragon Ball Super, they have this tendency, they have this habit to throw out little tidbits here and there, right? Of saying, well, okay, we're gonna show them this character, and then we'll bring him up like 12 episodes from now.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so everyone can hear you, by the way, just to clear it up. So thank you guys for letting me know, by the way.
Right. So now, but at the same time, I think I'm recommending that everybody, if you guys haven't learned by now, the habit that Dragon Ball Super has for bringing high expectations, it's not there. For example, we thought Vegito was going to be this epic. It was going to be like maybe an episode or 2 of fighting. We didn't get that. That's 6 minutes. We thought Zamasu was going to be this all-powerful being, but then Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue form was able to stand up to him no problem. So it's interesting. I don't think the expectations should be high, but I think we should expect to see something from him. I think that episode was an indication, like a little teaser, like a little hint that we may see something from Gohan. And it's about time, because Dragon Ball Super at this point has been nothing but a fan service, but at the same time they've kind of ruined it in a sense where they haven't necessarily planned it out. Like they haven't put a lot of planning in terms of the storytelling. So at the same time, I think I would love to see Gohan again. We need to see Gohan again. We've seen Master Roshi use the Kamehameha again when he was fighting against Frieza's army. We've seen Vegito. We've seen a lot of things from back in the day. We've seen the Mufuba. I think it's about time we see something from Gohan.
Well, in terms of Gohan, I'll be honest with all of you guys. It's been 4 arcs. We've gotten 4 arcs. We got 2 retellings of a story, Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. We've gotten the Universal Tournament, and we had this. And Gohan didn't do shit. So going into the 5th arc, I think now there might be some confidence to me to say that we might get something from Gohan. Might. And the reason for that is because if you think about this, right? If Gohan gets, not Gohan, but if Goku gets assassinated, like Gohan just. Gohan will be the only person present with Vegeta alongside a few others that would possibly stand a chance against a formidable enemy that comes their way. And by the way, guys, I just heard your request to lower the game audio. I'm gonna do just that right now. But if Goku gets assassinated, Trunks is not there to help Vegeta out. So who else can help Vegeta? Just attempt to fight off this impending enemy or whatever it might be. I think that because everyone is saying in the chat, Gohan's training. He has to be training. I don't think he was training. I think it's possible that he could have been, but I really doubt that he is, because in the next episode, it looks like Pan is sick, so she's coughing and stuff. So I really doubt that Gohan would have the time to train and whatever.
But that's why I'm saying the expectations should not be high. It should be there, but the expectations shouldn't be high, because they might find some way to fuck Gohan over the same way they do to Vegeta. But like
Gohan.
If somebody's like I said, it's fair to expect him, to make some kind of appearance. He's needed, whether we accept it or not. I think he would have more to offer than Gotenks. I mean, look what they did to Gotenks.
Yeah, Gotenks got spanked out of his fusion. Got beat by Copy
he's strong.
Vegeta.
He's not weak. Look how easy it was for him to tap into Super Saiyan 3. Like, he did it like it was nothing. And they kind of belittled him in a sense.
That's I know. Nothing anymore.
No, of course. I'm just saying, for kids to do that, to do that it's kind of, it's something to take note of. But then they made him so stupid, like kind of like a kid version of Vegito in a sense, right? So, it's the expectations of Gohan should be there, but I don't think the bar should be set so high to where we see maybe him potentially, some people might say, well, oh, will he get the same power as Trunks? There's no reason.
Oh,
for that
hell no. Gohan, guys, Gohan is not gonna reach, I think, Trunks' caliber. Trunks, you know, like that's the difference, guys. Trunks had a completely different motive. This guy grew up in a really fucked up time. Gohan doesn't really have, that sense of desperation, that sense of being left alone. Trunks had nobody. All Trunks really had was Mai. And there were certain times where he felt like he lost Mai. So the kid, he pushed himself and he pushed himself and he pushed him. Although, yeah, he is a little OP. It's just like, Trunks is fucking Jesus Christ, bro. Like, he knows everyone's attacks. He is Jesus Christ incarnate. So it's like, all right. But now, having Gohan be introduced, again, he is a hybrid, and hybrid Saiyans are said to have more potential because of the half-breed quality, whatever. You guys can forget about Gohan even attempting to do anything Trunks did. If anything, he might, go back to the way he was and become a Super Saiyan, all that kind of good stuff. But in terms of being like a god status or fucking becoming Jesus Christ himself like Trunks, I don't think it's going to happen. However, sticking to the main topic going into the upcoming episodes, so we all know that there's 2 Omni Kings now, like hoopty hoorah. The thing is, like, I want to know in the chat right now, do you guys believe that there's going to be a conflict in terms of power? Because I don't think Zeno wants to share his power. I mean, like, he is the governing source of like the entire multiverse system. He runs everything. So some person actually told me in the chat that maybe one Omni King might have 6 universes and the other one might have 6, since there's 12 in total. So they're gonna share 50-50.
No. I don't think so.
So what do you think? So do you think that they're gonna share power, or do you think that one is gonna be above the other? And what happens if one Omni King gets pissed off at the other? Then what? It's like the entire fucking fabric of creation would go boom, right? It's like you get 2 Omni Kings. Like, if one pisses off the other, or if one gets annoyed at the other, it's like, because remember, they don't know that they are the same. Because when they first met each other, they asked Goku, they were like, who's this? And they don't know that they are the same person. So they don't know that, what if one person pisses off the other? It's like, if that shit happens, I feel bad for the cats, bro. Like, Beerus and Champa are going to go into cardiac arrest.
I feel bad for the guards.
Man, the guards too. Holy shit, the guards are like, oh no, bro, no. And Goku's like, deuces, bro. I'm not gonna stick around to this. Like, you can have them, but I want to know from you guys in the chat, and I also want to know from you, Fro. So do you guys believe in the chat that the Omni King is gonna share his power?
Oh my God, an Omni King fusion.
So Emish, as you were saying, what
somebody said Omni King. Somebody said Omni King fusion. That's too much.
Oh my God.
No, but this is the thing. Now, I mean, to be serious for a second, this is my only problem with what they did to the Omni King. The Omni King, when we first met him, he appeared to be this unique character, right? Like, so unique. Like, there's only one of him, and rightfully so. But now, they pretty much brought him down to the level of everybody else. He's no different from anybody else. And now people have gone to the extent of saying, well, oh my God, an Omni King fusion. See, we shouldn't be allowed to talk about the Omni King like that. I mean, I get he's just a cartoon character. I'm not saying it in that aspect, but I'm saying he's unique, and he should have stayed that way. As far as what might potentially happen between the two, I imagine that you have one being who's the sole governor of 12 universes, of all the universes in existence, right? Now you have another being that does the same thing. And we've already seen a prime example as to how, meeting a different version of yourself from a different timeline and staying together. I don't mean to interrupt real fast, but if anybody wants to go on ahead and join the game, join the expert mission, guys. We're going to be doing Extreme Malice, so it's open to everybody. In case you guys want to join, just come on in, and I'm waiting for you guys. So, as you were saying, you don't believe that there should be 2 Omni Kings, correct? Well, I mean, there is now. There's nothing I can do. But other than that, here's why. I mean, we've already seen a prime example in Black Goku and Zamasu. We know both of them were Zamasus from different timelines, and nothing good came from that. I mean, yes, some people can say, well, Trunks, met his kid self. Yeah, but they're not staying together. You know what I'm saying? You have Black Goku and Zamasu, who were 2 Zamasus in a timeline they don't.
Yo, word. Wait, hold on. If you think about it, right? 2 Trunkses, little Trunks, big Trunks. 2 Zamasus, Goku Black and Zamasu. 2 Omni Kings, and now 2 Mais. And now we go back to where it's a future Trunks and another future Trunks, and then a future Mai and another future Mai. So there's 2 of everybody, dude. There's 2 of everybody. 2 Gowasus.
Right. So now some people might. I mean, I would say, well, okay, this whole saga. Yeah, we're all nerds, Mr. Lord Predator.
Yeah, Lord Predator. But, we're all nerds. That's why we're all in here.
we had this whole saga, this whole arc where telling us time travel, don't do it because the consequences are severe. Even if you step on a flower, it could just change everything in time and fuck up everything, right? But now they're pretty much saying, well, okay, you know what? Never mind. It's okay. Two Trunks, two Mai, two this, two that, two Omni Kings. You know, like that's too much, man. Like, just make it two Gokus and have them fuse and make a stronger Goku, if anything, right?
But here's the thing. Here's another shocking revelation. We saw that the Daishinkai revealed himself as being Whis' father, right? By the way, I want to apologize to you all. The translations by Herms at the time were incorrect. It was just misinterpreted for the word brother to father. So that is his father. The Grand Priest is the father of Whis. Now,
here's the thing. About that. I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay,
but here's the thing. Biblically speaking, right?
Right.
We know they're angels, right?
Yes.
I think it's safe to say that he's not, that Whis and Vados, etc., is not maybe his, the begotten sons or daughters of the Daishinkan, right? Or so he could be the father of all the angels, and biblically speaking, in terms of like religion and the concept of the angels.
Yes.
So he could be like the highest ranking angel, which it makes sense as to why he's potentially one of the top 5 strongest beings in the universe.
Well, in the manga, it was no longer said that he was. Well, I don't know. It all depends on how you guys prefer your content, because I want to inform you guys that in the manga chapter number 18, it was said that the Grand Priest was the strongest of this world, right? It never said anything about the top 5 in the entire multiverse. In the anime, it says that he is one of the top 5 in the entire multiverse. So it all depends on how you guys want to look at it. If you guys want to go by the anime, or if you guys want to go by the manga. I prefer the anime just in terms of that, because it seems to make sense to where it's like we understand that there are more than just other people aside from the Grand Priest that are strong. So for the anime, like, we got a sense of like, all right, there are 5. We know about 1, so who are the other 4? In the anime, it's like, all right, well, he's the strongest one, and that's it. It's just they didn't even reference anyone else. But yeah, I mean, I think that per se that we might see other beings similar to Whis and Vados as we get into the Omni tournament later down the road. Depending on how they execute this is going to be really intriguing, but it's really awesome to see how he said, I envy Universe 7. I mean, obviously for Goku and his wisdom, because Goku's dumb, but he's not that dumb. I mean, obviously he did something good here, and now the Omni King doesn't have to be bored, and he doesn't have to destroy stuff. He has someone to play with. So it's understandable. So that's why, the Daishinkai was like, all right, well, I envy Universe 7 for its, I guess for its, like, uniqueness to, like, think on your feet. Because Goku, who else would have thought Goku wanted the Omni King to be the Omni King's friend? It's like, nobody really thought about that. Everyone's just like, oh, the Omni King's friend's going to be Oolong or fucking Frieza or whatever.
I don't even think he thought about that.
No, he didn't. That was a last minute thing. He was like, yo, take
the time. But yeah, lazy
back.
writing. I think it was lazy writing, definitely.
Well, yeah, I think that the
because
explanation
they didn't
behind Vegito was definitely lazy, because
right.
Gowasu was like, all right, the final Kamehameha fucked you up. And yeah.
That was stupid. I thought, because I thought, and we can all see that. Here's the thing. It's not the final Kamehameha that messed them up. It's the fact that they gave whatever power they have left to Trunks to support the fucking Spirit Bomb sword.
That too, yes, that too.
You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with the final.
However, if you want to look at the grand scale of how powerful something like the final Kamehameha would be at a caliber of Super Saiyan Blue, that would require a lot of energy. Like, I'm not trying to say that it doesn't require you to do any fucking sort of work, and it's a very simple move to achieve. No,
of course.
We see how regular Kamehamehas and Final Flashes can take something out of you. So, having to see that, I would assume that, yeah, it did take a lot out of him. But I just hate the fact that they
hold on, Danzo.
They nerfed the fact that, the Potara lasted under, 5 to 10 minutes? But
yeah,
scratching that off, people are asking in the chat, will we ever see Vegito again? Now more so than ever, it's possible, because now we have the retelling of how the Potaras work. So all of you Vegito fanboys have something to look forward to.
Nah, I don't think we're going to see him.
However,
I don't think we're going to see him.
I agree. I don't think we're going to see him, because my question to all 347 of you guys are, what's the reason of Vegito ever showing up again? There is no logical reason. This, having to fight Merge Zamasu...
It was a fan service only, I think.
It was fan service, but it made sense to fight Merge Zamasu as a fusion, because here you have the infinite potential of Goku Black and the immortality of Zamasu being put into one with their fusion, doubling their powers. I mean, they were extremely powerful. We saw how Super Saiyan Blue, separately, Goku and Vegeta went down easy. So, what other option did they have?
Goku did a pretty good job against them.
I don't even want to get into that, but because
it was broken. No, it was broken. I know it was broken.
Like I felt as if the whole Kaioken thing, he knocked him down. Okay, fine. But like it was like, but Goku striked him at a very opportune like location because he striked him where his weak point was, which was his left side. Oh no, his right side. But in terms of us seeing Vegito again, I'm saying that we're not, because there is no reason to get Goku and Vegeta to fuse again. I want to know from you guys, if you guys differ from me, what logical explanation could they give to have Vegito again? That's my question. It's like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, why would they ever want to combine their power? First of all, Vegito was like, hell no. But they needed this because they realized that their opponent that they were fighting was essentially immortal. In a way, part of him was immortal, the other part wasn't, but still, the bottom line is he was an immortal fusion, and it was really hard to take him down separately, so they had to combine their powers. However, going into the next arc, fighting Hit, fighting whoever's going to be up next, right? I don't think that going up against someone like Hit, or whoever is behind the assassination with Hit, I don't think this gives Vegeta and Goku a reason to fuse again. Number one, I think it'll be a complete waste, because it's like, oh, do you have to always rely on fusion? Even though fusion's cool.
You're right.
I don't think it'll make any sort of sense to have Goku and Vegeta say, hey, let's try it again. It's like, for what? You can't do it on your own? Same thing as Beer said, you rely on us too much.
Yeah, you rely on the gods too much.
Do your own thing without having to rely on other people. But going into the next arc, because everyone wants to know, so we know there's an assassination attempt. We know that Hit's coming back. We know that the obvious assassin is coming to Universe 7 to presumably kill Goku. I just got, in case you guys don't know, on Crunchyroll.com, they just put out the Universal Tournament, so you guys can go ahead and watch it in English subtext 1080p. So, you're welcome. By the way, if you guys go back and watch, just watch the sequence to when Vegeta fought Hit all the way up until the very end of that fight with Monaka and Hit. The Kais, Goku, everyone pointed out the fact that Hit's real power, his true ability, is within his killing techniques. And even the other Kais said, when Goku called for the rules to change, they were like, that's a bad idea, because Hit was heavily suppressed. Even when he fought Vegeta, he asked the referee, he's like, is he dead? Because I don't think he can say the words, I quit. So it's like, Hit wasn't even trying. Hit was just like, all right, I struck your vital points at a very safe pace, because if he went all out, he would have killed Vegeta. So it's like, all right, Hit's coming back, he wants to kill Goku. Where do we go from here? My first question to you, and everyone's been asking me this, everyone's like, who made the hit? Who do you think made the hit? Who do you think is the one that's going to say, kill? Hold on, guys, let me go on ahead and see if this is operating and this is working. I have no idea. You can go on ahead and check back against some, let me know if it's working or not, because all
right.
Hopefully enough it is. Hopefully enough it is.
All right, now it's live. All right, good.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. I don't know if you guys can see me. I don't know what the heck is going on, but if it's working, let me know now, because I have no idea what the hell just happened. I guess the Omni King must have figured out that I was up to no good. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know if it's still working for you, because this is some baloney.
Can you guys hear both of us?
Can you guys hear Emish by any chance? Because I don't know what in the world just happened. I mean, literally, we were off to a good start. So let me know if it's working, guys, and it seems to be working. All right, it's good. So anyways, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by the glitch
Zeno.
of this fucking stream, Hit's going to come and making the assassination attempt. So, what do you think is going to go down here? Like, what do you think is going to be like the moral... Well,
first, I think we need to get a little deeper into what the episodes are. I think the next episodes are going to be filler, right? So I think we need to see what approach they take, because I think we only got one episode that says, well, okay, Goku has to die, essentially, right? So I'm not even sure if it's safe at this point to say, well, are they going to base this on a whole arc, or is it just going to be like another 4 or 5 episodes to get us ready for the next arc, and then potentially Hit might have something to do with the next actual saga that has to come, I honestly don't want to speculate that far, because we're still like 4 episodes away from it. But as far as who put out the hit, it says, the spoilers do say, by an unknown individual.
Well, it's either individual or individuals, because it could be more than one. And
one might argue that, okay, it can't. I'm not sure if it's going to be someone all powerful in a sense, because other than them doing it themselves.
Absolutely.
Why go through the extent of someone hiring Hit to take care of your business when you Hit has nothing to gain from it other than possible money or
Well,
some
I mean,
kind
think
of.
about it. Hit the only thing that Hit really cared about, and I don't know if you guys want to agree with me on this, but look at what Hit was fighting for and what he wanted in the Universal Tournament. He wanted that giant what is it, like that giant
Champa's
cubicle
Champa's
thing?
cube. Yeah.
Yeah, that cubicle. He wanted the cubicle because that cubicle grants you the ability to travel wherever you want, correct? So I think that maybe that's offered to him or something else is offered to him, but as a hitman, as someone who really doesn't give a fuck and all you really
That's
care
what I'm
about
saying.
is your
That's what.
pay, I don't think
That's what I'm.
I don't think that Hit really cares about friendship. It's not about friendship, bro.
No, no, no,
It's
it's
all
not. It's
about
not.
business. And how
Yeah,
crazy will
yeah.
it be if Hit comes up to Goku and he's like, sorry, bro. It's just
It's all
business.
business. It's
It's
just
all
business.
business, brother.
It's just good business.
It's just good bit. So I mean, like it's just good business. But oh, someone just said Donald Trump hired Hit to kill Goku. Really? Fucking Trump.
Yeah, I guess yeah. Goku isn't from this planet, so it only makes sense.
I mean, like I said, so a lot of you guys were like, all right, it's Champa, all right, it's Vados, all right, it's some of you guys were saying it's Beerus, some of you guys were saying it's fucking it's Zamasu, even though he's dead.
No,
Which
it could
makes no
even be.
fucking
It
sense.
could even be Gowasu too. I mean,
All
some
right,
people might argue that's Gowasu.
do you think it's somebody that we know, or do you think that this is someone that's going to be brand new? Because I think
It's not Frost. It's not Frost.
No,
it's
it's
not.
not. It's not. Why the fuck would Frost want to do that, guys? Like, it
No,
makes
it's
no
not
sense.
Frost. He has nothing. He has nothing to do with Goku. I think it's not. It's not Frost.
But I think that it's someone that we honestly don't know about. I think this is someone brand new. Now, if you guys want to disagree with me, let me know. But I think the person that put out the hit for Goku is essentially someone that we've never seen before.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be. I mean, it's getting. They got to introduce somebody. You
Right.
know, but it has to be somebody that's like I said. That's why I think we have to wait to see what happens after the fillers are over because
Someone just said
now.
it's fucking Broly. But like I said,
I
guys, if you
yeah.
guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to leave your support down below. Slap a like on the video, guys. That would really help out a lot. Where is the other person in this game? Everyone is down. What the fuck is going on? But yeah, I think it's someone that we don't know about. So what do you think? Do you think it's someone that we know?
You know what it is? It has to be someone we know about, but they can't introduce him so haphazardly. They can't just come out of nowhere. It can't be a troll character either. It better not be someone like on Monaka level. You know what I mean?
Monaka. Imagine Monaka. He's like Goku.
That guy,
He fucking scared me when he wanted to fight me. So fuck this guy. I'm gonna put out a hit to like whack him and shit.
Right, so it has to be. It can't be. Well, some people say it's Vados. It can't be Vados.
Zane Ross just said it's Vados. How is it Vados?
No,
why would it be an angel? Why would it be an angel?
The angels have nothing to do with the. They don't interfere when it comes to the stuff like that.
Someone just said Vados seems like a very sneaky bitch. Okay, yeah, no, she does. I mean, if it's because of the way she's treating Champa, then that seems a little unfair because she's always been a bitch to Champa. She's called him fat. She like pretty much ratted him out to the Omni King when she said, "Oh, I make him food and he doesn't want to eat it." Yeah, she does seem like a bitch, but there is no logical reason or evidence to say that it's Vados because what reason would she have to kill Son Goku?
Well, and first of all, we also need to talk about before we decide who it is. We need to talk about what the cause as to why somebody would put a hit out on Goku. What did he do that was so bad? Now. I've taken a notice already at this point where practically everything Goku does at this point is hazardous to the planet at this point.
Well, he's a danger to himself and everyone around him, dude.
Yeah, I mean, come on, 2 Omni Kings. I mean, one would say, well, okay, maybe that was the grave mistake that he made. To have 2 Omni Kings in one timeline. The possibilities are endless, especially by Dragon Ball Super standards.
Right.
But I think we need to get past these fillers a little bit. And then we can ideally speculate as to whether or not this will be the next, like, a whole arc, or if it's
someone said it's Gohan due to lack of child support pay.
Wow.
That seems to make sense. Kill your dad because he doesn't pay child support.
Or due to the lack of him being there at all. Or due to the lack of him being there at all as a child. So, wow. Okay.
All right. I've seen a couple people talk about Gowasu. You brought this up last night when you texted me. You said that, and this is a very, again, guys, this is just theory. But Emish thought about what if it's Gowasu. Now, hear me out and hear him out on this. Now, you said that you believe it might be Gowasu for the sole reason that Goku was the one that pretty much was the one responsible for a lot of this happening, for challenging Zamasu, for even giving Zamasu a reason to go against the humans. And you also said that Gowasu feels like I forgot what you said yesterday. You said that he felt like he was that he was like misrepresented or something like that? Like what did you say about Gowasu that you felt like could give him a reason to?
I thought, okay, well, because he has that 5 or 10 second moment in that episode where he's at the time ring wall, right? He's putting the time ring away, the new time ring that was created,
I don't
right?
think it's him, bro.
No, I don't think it's him, like, legitimately. It has to be somebody else. But I said it just for the sake of theory and just for the sake of discussion, especially for the stream. If we don't talk about it, we won't have nothing to talk about. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But other than that, he has that 10-second moment in the episode where he's just really sad. He's bothered by what happened. He's still upset, or he's still,
he fucked up, bro. I'm not trying to say he was the one.
But, no, of course. He said it. He was like, this is my
sin. This, right? It's also like this. He was overseeing Zamasu, and you got to give it to Gowasu on this. Like, he gave Zamasu the benefit of the doubt. He gave him the benefit of the doubt so many times.
Like a father figure.
Yeah, like a father figure. He's like, all right, I know my prodigy fighter fucked up. I know my apprentice fucked up. But you know what? I'm still gonna stand by him. Like, that was Zamasu's ride or die. So I understand where Gowasu's coming from, because he's just like, damn, I feel stupid because here I had someone that I really trusted, and I thought that he would do good, but instead, he ended up doing his own thing.
I think Akira Toriyama put the hit out on Goku.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama's like, what? I want to have a new
poster job. Too many problems. It's hard for him to make sense out of Goku anymore. So he just put the hit out on him.
Emilio, listen to me very carefully. There is no God of Destruction of Universe 13. Why? Because Omni King wiped out Universes 13 to 16. So don't buy into all these clickbait ass channels talk about, oh my God, this Saiyan God of Universe 13. That ain't real, bro. Yeah. Just to let you know, let's think logically here. Don't buy into that bullshit.
Universes. Only 12 universes.
There's only 12. There's only 12. There's no fucking 25 universes and stuff. There's only 12.
Angelo, bro, has a question. He wants you to answer it. Alex, can you please answer this question? They said that the Potara earrings only are unlimited for Kaioshins, but what if they wish that the Potara earrings could be unlimited for everyone?
Then again, that'll be a giant retcon again, because it's a revision. It'll be a revision again. But you have to ask yourself, it's like, why would Goku doesn't like to fuse with Vegeta either. I mean, they have to do it for the namesake of defending whatever is happening at that current situation. So there is no evidence to ever back up the claim of they would want to wish for that, because I don't think Goku or Vegeta would want to stay together forever. It's like an hour is good enough, like, especially after finding out that, hey, it's an hour. Even Vegeta's like, I'll muster up the strength to do it for an hour. So I even if they wished for it, okay, fine. But Goku and Vegeta would never give off any sort of evidence to want to stay fused forever, because it's like, yeah, you'll have fucking untapped potential, like, you'll have a lot of power, but the territory of staying together wouldn't really make that much sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, the Potara. I think at this point we should just forget about.
Someone just said Level 4 Anime said that Hit is coming back and is gonna have a golden form. Don't buy into that shit. Who the Hits? Listen to me very carefully.
Wait. Oh, wow.
Stop buying into the clickbait. There is no golden Hit. There is no Super Saiyan purple Hit. Guys, stop buying into all that clickbait. Hit is an assassin. Just because he's an assassin doesn't mean that he's going to have some sort of a golden form. Frieza chose golden because he wanted to extract revenge on the Saiyans for having to fight the golden fighter back on Namek. There is no golden hit. There is no Super Saiyan hit. There is no Omega hit. That's just all a bunch of made up bullshit. However, yes, Hit is coming back. If he does have something new, it's not going to be golden. I can bet you my left nut on that. But it's not golden Hit at all. So please stop buying into all that clickbait stuff of Super Saiyan Green Kaba and fucking golden Hit. Just to inform you guys on that. Now, let's go back from the assassin episode. Let's go to Champa versus Yamcha in baseball. And yes, folks, it's gonna be Champa versus fucking Yamcha in baseball.
I thought, man, what sucks? They're gonna give Yamcha play before they give Gohan anything.
Yeah, they actually are. If Yamcha beats the God of Destruction in baseball, it's like, damn, bro, like, Gohan, you're behind, brother. You're behind. Yamcha beats Champa in baseball, and you're still stuck fucking babysitting?
Okay, guys, let me just say something real quick. Again, it's not my stream or anything, but to you guys who are coming onto the stream asking for subscribers, that's not the way to do it, guys. All right? Let's just,
It seems very petty, but it is what it is. I mean, I get it. It's early in the morning. Well, I guess you could say mid-afternoon, so just like everyone's like, but everyone's like double force cancer. But yeah, like you were saying, so they're gonna give Yamcha play before Gohan, and out of all people, I mean, we've all recognized that in Dragon Ball, Yamcha
Somebody said Yamcha gets killed by a baseball. Oh my god.
Imagine fucking Champa strikes out Yamcha, but like he throws the ball so hard that it fucking goes through his body, and everyone's like, "Oh, brother, like come again."
Man, Yamcha is a play. This guy Yamcha, man, he's gonna die again. That's
Yeah, I mean, cause listen, Toei, Torio, Taro, Akira, they know that we hate Yamcha, so
yeah, they're doing it on purpose.
Service. It's fan service. Kill fucking Yamcha. It's like
yeah, they're doing it on purpose. They're doing this on purpose.
They're gonna roast Yamcha, bro. Like, but then again, if he beats Champa, Champa's not gonna be happy. He's gonna be like, well, fuck this. Fuck y'all, I'm gonna blow everything up and the hell with it.
The Beerus won't allow that. I mean, I wonder, you know what? Maybe, you know, we might see that this so-called favor come into fruition now, hopefully in the near future. Introducing Universe 6 again, we might see like another collision. Not in terms of fighting maybe this time around, but maybe, I don't know, it's you know what? I think we try so hard to make sense of Dragon Ball Super that in the end we end up being, you know, horribly wrong. You know, it's because Dragon Ball Super doesn't really make sense anymore. So at this point, when you talk about multiple universes, anything could happen. I mean, you know, we can't forget that, you know, Champa still does owe Beerus, you know, for
he still owes Beerus. Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah, he still owes.
But then again, knowing Champa's personality, it's like, would he really help him? Like, would he really help him? Like, Champa just looks like one of those fucking assholes that's just like, no, I gotta help you, bitch. Like that's what he seems like. But then again, as you said, he does owe him. So
yeah, I mean. We've even seen a hint as to maybe, you know, the Daishinkan coming to Earth or having some kind of role in the near future. You know, Whis did offer him to come, and he said, yes, at some point I will come.
I think that the way we're going to start this, because if you look at the way the next arc is going to start, which is December 18th, it looks to be very eerily similar to the way the
Kaba is a full Saiyan. Kaba is full Saiyan.
And like as I was saying, the next arc that's beginning, it looks to be starting off the exact same way the Future Trunks story arc started off. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the way the Future Trunks story arc started off was there was this unknown enemy that was destroying everything in the future, and we knew it was Goku Black. And just like now, we know that there's someone out there hunting for Goku, an unknown enemy, and we know that it's Hit, but there's somebody orchestrating the hit that's behind this all. Similar to Zamasu, because Zamasu was the one that was behind the whole ideology of killing humans. And we didn't know much about Zamasu until he was revealed and stuff. So maybe as we progress through this, something similar is going to happen. We're going to find out who's the one that put the hit out on Goku, and we're going to learn more about you know, if Hit's going to actually get to do the job, because it's not like they're friends, because they're not. Goku did Hit a favor.
Respected rivals,
exactly.
If anything.
So Goku did Hit a favor by helping him grow in power, and Hit did Goku a favor by losing. So now they're even. However, when it comes to money, when it comes to doing a job, Hit doesn't look like he's gonna fuck around. And again, as I told you guys before, go rewatch the Universal Tournament when the guys were talking about how Hit was holding back tremendously. Hit was holding back tremendously against Vegeta, against Goku, even to the point where Goku's like, yo, I don't want to fight Hit while he's suppressed. Give me it all.
Right.
Because he even told him, like, Beerus and Champa, when Champa congratulated him, he's like, oh, yeah, let's fuck the rules up. And Beerus is like, no, don't favor your guy. Even Goku was like, you know, if you were to catch me with that move before, I would have died. But I'm not gonna allow you to do that same move again on me. So Goku knew that if Hit really did go all out, and if he wasn't suppressed, Goku would have been in serious fucking trouble. So I want to know in the chat, guys, do you guys believe that Hit at his full power would be able to completely decimate Goku, or do you think the opposite? If you guys think he'll beat Goku, comment 1 in the chat.
Well, I think here's the thing. 2. We gotta ask, not full power. Hit he essentially isn't powerful. He is
powerful, but he just keeps growing.
Yeah, he grows, but in terms of, he grows mainly, you know, his techniques, his assassination techniques gets more efficient based on his ability to time skip, if anything. So, would his fighting abilities at maximum potential, meaning with maximum effort, be able to kill Goku? Yeah, but I think it's too easy, right?
Too easy for Hit?
I think it's too easy just to say, well, Goku dies now. You know, so I think they might troll us with the spoilers, so just so we have something to talk about. Then when it comes down to it, they might go back on their, you know, kind of like what they did with the whole Zamasu thing, you know, and they might just make. That's why you can't base a whole arc, right?
So Aaron just said that he's mostly fast and not powerful. I mean, that could be the case, but then again, look when Vegeta fought him.
Fighting ability.
When Vegeta fought him, he was like, wow, like that's a heavy attack. So Hit does have the ability to concentrate his abilities into heavy ass attacks, and that can really fuck you up.
When you hit the chakra points or the vital points of anybody, it doesn't matter how strong you are. That's your weak spot. It doesn't, you could just hit it a certain way and that's it. It puts you down. Again, that goes with the whole Japanese, Asian kind of culture thing. The chakra points and stuff like that. There's certain points of the body that help you to release power, etc., etc., etc. So when you hit those light points, you don't necessarily have to be powerful. You just have to know where and how to hit it.
He's very well skilled because, as I told you guys earlier, go to Crunchyroll.com and rewatch the episodes because they're all there in English subtext, and you can see when they were about to fight in the finale. We see how Beerus pointed out that Hit's fighting stance has evolved, and even Whis pointed out. He said, "Yes,
changes accordingly. His
fighting stance has evolved." And the way he's freakishly improving, it's very scary to see how someone is able to improve so rapidly and also evolve his fighting stance. Because in the beginning, we saw him fight.
Here's the thing. Okay. Even Goku does. When after Hit powers up, or supposedly powers up, even Goku says, wait, he didn't get stronger at all.
Right.
But then he finds out that his time skip is what got stronger, not him, essentially. You could say, yeah, the time skip is what makes him so powerful. He's an assassin.
Yeah.
So he has no real need to be powerful.
Also, guys, make sure to slap a like on the video, guys, to show your support. If you guys love Dragon Ball, slap a like on the video right now, guys. So, and of course, if you want to see Hit versus Goku as well, because I can't wait to see that. I really can't, because after the stream, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna rewatch those fights, because you can clearly see, it's blatant as day, that Hit wasn't at his fullest, and Goku realized that. Goku's like, well, that sucks donkey nuts, because like that doesn't give me a reason to go all out too, because if there are rules constricting us, it's like, what's the point of me fighting someone if like we have like these shitty ass rules that are holding us back?
Right, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. When you have when you put fighters in a tournament, you're never going to see everybody going all out, I think.
Yes.
So that's the problem with that.
Rules,
so you have to,
unless, of course, this is fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme's Bloodsport or some shit.
You have to make it a situation where it's life or death, where something is on the line. So now, if somebody's here to kill Goku, even that, I don't think would push Goku to that extent, because we know Goku is who he is based on what's on the line. If the Earth is on the line, or if somebody's life is on the line, or something, it calls for him to to draw out this crazy new power or something like that.
Yes.
That's where Goku shines best. But when it comes to fighting a strong opponent, I don't know. That's what I'm saying, man. We got to see where these episodes take us. If they decide to make a whole arc out of this, a whole saga out of it.
Oh, they have to. The way this is playing off, they have to, man.
It really depends. I mean, I agree. Hit can kill Goku. I'm not saying he can't. Nobody's gonna deny that. But at the same time, I think it's too easy for Hit to do that. I think they might add some kind of a twist.
Here's why I disagree. The reason why I don't think it'll be so easy for Hit now is because ever since the tournament, Goku and Vegeta have gotten so much stronger than how they were before.
Right, but again, one can say that Hit hasn't been training either. Up until he met Goku, he had no point to evolve.
Well, then again, he never trained to begin with. He was just like, he's always been around. Then again, I can't really make that statement because we can't really say that he hasn't trained. But there was no evidence for him to say that I was training, because at the time, he was just like, all right, I never knew that such a person existed. And he was very baffled on how Goku was able to, just be very comfortable with Hit trying to kill him and stuff. Like, it was very fitting, if you ask me.
Right. But they have to make it that way, for the sake of writing. It has to be that way. Like I said, man, I don't know. I think they might add a twist to it. I mean, think about it.
I hope.
We got the spoiler that, okay, the Mufuba will be the key to saving the future. And in fact, it wasn't. Now we're getting a spoiler.
Yeah, that was. I mean, we were all kind of duped on that, because everyone was just like, all right, the Mufuba, and Trunks is fucking Jesus Christ, so he knows everyone's moves. So it's like, all right, is Trunks gonna steal him away? And that was a little bit of like a backlash, because like, what was the point of having the Mufuba? And even Whis pointed out, Whis is like, he was like, haha, like I have something way more efficient than a simple sealing jar. And they were like, what? Like, what is it? Like, Whis could have helped out the entire time, but as Beerus said, you gotta stop relying on us, man. You have to stop relying on gods.
Somebody mentioned in the chat that, okay, what if Hit kills Goku? I forgot. So if I forgot your name to whoever asked the question.
173 likes, guys. Let's try to hit 200 likes. Let's go, everybody. Slap a like on the video, guys. Let's shoot for 200. If not, Zamasu's gonna come. He's gonna team up with Donald Trump, and you guys already know the end result of that. That'll go down very lovely.
But yeah, I think. was asking that if what if Hit does kill Goku and Whis rewinds time again? I don't. Again, that's too easy. I think it's too cheesy.
Nah, we're not gonna see no fucking
I
time
think
rewind,
I
man. I'm
think they're
sorry.
gonna add. I think it's gonna be a twist. I think they're gonna add some kind of twist to all of this.
Yo, we just hit 200 likes. Get naked, everybody. I want everyone in this chat to fucking take their pants off. Well, I mean, don't tell me that you are, but like, fuck it, no socks.
No socks.
No socks.
I always
fuck
wear
socks. Hashtag fuck socks. If we can get to 300 likes, take your fucking pants off. But right now we're gonna start easy. Take your socks off. Just
222. 220,
Yo, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna go from socks to pants to shirt to God. But
What do you guys think about the whole concept of Hit just killing Goku out of the blue? I think they're gonna put some kind of twist to it. I don't think it's gonna be that simple.
But the question is, all right. But do you think he will? Do you honestly think he will? Is Goku? Do you think Goku's gonna die?
Nah, I don't
No.
think so.
You're saying no.
No.
Okay.
There's to be some twist to it, man. There has to be some twist to it. They love Goku too much. They give him too much play just to kill him off.
He's the fucking he's the John Cena of Dragon Ball.
He is. I mean,
everyone in the chat right now is like, "Yo, fuck socks, bro." Like they're not even paying attention to like what we're saying. They're just like, "Yo, what's his name? Malik Jones just said, "Yo, all my clothes are off, brother. You are the man."
What kind of socks are you guys wearing?
Yo, everyone's like, "Yo, fuck socks, bro." I'm guessing everyone wants to hit 300 likes to take their pants off. Like, what kind of stream has this turned into? Like a porno scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, guys, there's a lot to look forward to here. And for Dragon Ball fans, we can critique Dragon Ball for its flaws because as a Dragon Ball fan myself, I just love Dragon Ball so much, but I have to critique it for sometimes because it has a lot of bullshit that happens, poor writing, deformation of secondary characters, poor storytelling. So Dragon Ball doesn't really offer the utmost of like perfection for like characters and storytelling, but I don't think, in my opinion, that the next story arc is going to be as dramatic as the one we just had, because this one was so full of drama. It was so full of drama. The suspense, the tension, the questioning. Yo, even the gods were speculating. They were like, all right, what the fuck is going on here? So I don't think that we're going to get that. I think that in the next arc, we might get more action in the sense to where we're going to have this assassin attempt to keep on killing Goku for whatever reason he has fit, whatever prize that, is given to him. So we're going to see Hit pursuing Goku time in and time out. But what I'm really curious on is who's the person or persons that put the order out to give, especially to Hit. Out of all the universes, they went towards Hit, and they were like, you know what? You're the guy for the job. Do it, and make sure it gets done. Because if it doesn't get done, then we're gonna move on it. That sounds like fucking some Charles Manson shit. It's like you're gonna hire someone to like get in there. But and someone is saying, iChops is saying that Hit is under mind control. I disagree. What do you think? Do you think he's under mind control?
Wow, I didn't think about that. Wow.
No, think about that very carefully. Mind control. Like, Hit, out of all people, being mind controlled by who? It's like, and how?
Dude, anything is possible. By Dragon Ball Super, you gotta look at it that way. Let's look at it that way for a second.
Alright, so you think it's really possible?
Wow, I didn't think about that. Kudos to whoever said that. I wouldn't have thought that.
Kudos to iChops for that.
Well, then again, they sent that he's sent there. So he's sent there, so meaning he's going there with purpose. That was the spoiler said that he's going there with a purpose. It's an assassination or that must be carried out. So man, it's difficult. It's difficult. Is it possible? Yeah, by Dragon Ball Super standards, yeah, it's possible. Is it likely? Definitely not. So I don't think mind control. I think he's there with a purpose. He takes the job and he does it. There's a purpose behind it. At this point, I don't know what the purpose is, but I think it's scary, man. Having two Omni Kings in one timeline, I think that's just too much. I think they fucked up there big time. I smell trouble, man. I smell big trouble.
Someone just brought up the idea of Boltamo. They were like, how the fuck can we even stop Boltamo? Boltamo has nothing to do with this, but if you're talking about, I can't believe we're really gonna fucking lose this mission right now. Boltamo is unique because he's a fat ass Winnie the Pooh that takes everyone's hits and it goes somewhere else. But
I think that's where the concept came from, Winnie the Pooh, right?
Yeah, it's legitimately Winnie the fucking Pooh, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the way, they're making a Winnie the Pooh fucking live action movie. Just to let you know, that's gonna be horrible.
Oh god,
that's gonna be fucking horrible.
Oh god.
But yeah, this is not going to involve. I think it's not going to involve any of the other Universal characters aside from Hit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the whole mind control thing, I don't think that hit would be susceptible to being controlled so easy. Because it's very easy to say, ooh, mind control. It's like, okay, so this is Bobbity again? It's like, come on.
It's too simple.
It's not Bobbity again.
Like I said, but according by Dragon Ball Super standards, anything is legitimately possible now.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen so much. We've been fucked over. And it's the truth, guys. Whether you like it or not. I mean, I love Dragon Ball. So does Alex. Everybody does. But like he mentioned, when they pull some stupid shit, we gotta talk about it. We don't have to be upset,
Mickey Mouse put the hit on Goku, bro. He's like, oh, Disney's gonna buy out Dragon Ball.
DreamWorks,
guys, we are almost at 300 likes. Slap a like on this video. Fuck pants. Let's try to see if we can get to 300 likes. If we can get to 300 likes, I want everyone to take their pants off. No pants in this chat, bro. That's it. Fuck pants.
Do you think they should add a Toa and Mira arc?
No.
That's too much.
Those are Xenoverse characters.
But they would ruin it. They would They would find some way to mess it up.
It'll be the whole Time Patrol gimmick all over again. It's just, it'll be like, damn, like
it's too much. But then you gotta see
how would that even work? You get what I'm saying? It's like how like Mira and Toa. I want to let you guys know on something. It was Akira Toriyama's idea to keep them around, and he likes the characters. But video game adaptations being included in the main continuity of something like Dragon Ball Super, the only thing we've seen so far to make a crossover from video games to the anime was the final Kamehameha, because the final Kamehameha was never introduced